On this episode of Bondi Vet, Chris under pressure to save these endangered Tasmanian Devils.
The one thing that really worries me, they might die before I actually work out what's going on here.
Here you go.
Bella has eaten a deadly pufferfish. Can the little Schnauzer beat the odds?
It's amazing how little, hairy creatures can just touch your heart.
And Rowdy's ice cream addiction gets him into real trouble.
Let's do that.
You make my world a better place. I can't depend on you. I can't depend on you.
Hey, Liz.
Hi, Chris. Yeah, we've got big troubles with devils today. We've got one mum and 4 babies, all sick.
Yeah.
One of them's not moving at all.
Okay. Jeez. All right, let's go. Jeez.
Yeah, they're flat. They're really flat.
At the Australian Reptile Park, 2 Tasmanian Devil sisters are in quarantine. Keeper Liz is worried their illness may spread to the rest of the devil colony.
This is Lara.
She was the first one that we found, and she just has shown no improvement whatsoever.
She's totally unresponsive.
Yeah.
I get called out to the reptile park a lot, but it's rare that I walk in and I'm so shocked to see just how sick these little guys are.
Usually, we'd have some sort of an idea of what might have caused it, but with her, we just seem to have no idea, and it's just come out of nowhere.
The mystery illness has also struck Lara's sister, Lily.
She'll get up on all fours and then she'll just slump over and she just gives up.
With an animal this sick, I'd expect a fever, I'd expect vomiting, coughing, diarrhoea, just something. With these devils, there's nothing. We've got to buy some time here because at the moment she is the absolute epitome of mystery.
Yeah.
The one thing that really worries me, they might die before I actually work out what's going on here.
At the Bondi Referral Hospital SASH, Lisa is confronted with a rare emergency. 1-year-old Bella has bitten a deadly pufferfish on the beach.
Hey, darling, can I pick you up? Right, okay. Right. Okay, so Bella apparently picked up a pufferfish this morning. She's been vomiting all day. She's clearly in a lot of distress. She's very weak, she can't stand, she's got tremors. Pufferfish are extremely dangerous. I mean, usually an animal should be dead within 60 minutes of biting one. Within half an hour, they have struggling to breathe and they need to be put on a ventilator. So this happened this morning. It's now been several hours and she's only starting to show these sorts of signs later. So it is quite atypical, but I am worried. This is really weird. I've never actually seen anything like this. I just want to make sure that she can breathe and ventilate properly because the worry is that the diaphragm can get paralysed and that's when they die.
In reception, a quick search of the internet is not helping Bella's owner, Greg.
Just did a check and it's the toxin in pufferfish is actually, I think it's 1,200 times more powerful than cyanide. So obviously a little bit goes a long way for a poor little dog that small.
You almost have to keep on checking that she's alive, don't you?
Yeah, each time we've come in, we literally have to check that she's breathing, otherwise we would have thought she's dead.
Chris is trying to work out what mystery illness is threatening the lives of these 2 sisters. Lara is the most critical.
What she needs is some fluids. I'm going to need to test her glucose level because a baby this young and this small just doesn't have the fat reserves to keep herself going without eating. So if that glucose level drops too low, she'll die. If a fluid level drops too low, she'll basically die as well. So we just dribble this onto her tongue. There you go, girl. It's good. All right. Because she is dehydrated, it's going to be quite hard to get a vein here.
Hopefully blood tests will confirm just what is shutting down the Devils' systems.
You see that just collapses once you take the blood out of it? To have any sick animal here at the reptile park is a big deal, but to have a Tasmanian devil is a major crisis. Tassie devils are under threat because in the wild they're developing a fatal tumour on their face. They estimate that Tassie devils are going to be extinct in the wild in the next 5 years. The only hope of preventing this species from becoming extinct is to set up breeding colonies. This is one of the few places in the country that does that. If these guys have a disease that can be transferred to the rest of the population here, it could wipe them out. But hopefully this holds a secret to what's going on here. I'm looking at Lara, totally confused. Then all of a sudden I think, there's only one thing that causes animals just to lie there motionless like this. It's botulism. If they take on enough toxin that it actually paralyses their breathing, it can kill them. To know for sure, I need to go and see Mum and her enclosure. Because if I'm right, that's where the answer's going to lie. So where is she hidden? You know where your babies are, don't you, girls? Huh? They're okay. They're hanging in there. Right now, it seems to me like the whole family's been affected by this, but to varying degrees. Their mother, little lady, doesn't look 100%, but at the same time, she's nowhere near as sick as her kids are. You're going to be surprised, but I think they've all been affected by botulism. When people hear the word botulism, they freak out because they have no idea what it's all about. But think Botox. It causes paralysis. It paralyses the skin in the face and reduces those wrinkles in those Hollywood movie stars. It does the same thing to devils, but on a much bigger scale.
Botulism is a rare and potentially fatal condition and is usually contracted by ingesting toxins in food.
If my hunch is correct, then somewhere in this enclosure there's going to be a well-hidden piece of meat that could actually hold the key to this whole problem. It goes around here to the right. There's an old bit of meat there. Botulinum toxin, which causes botulism, is one of the most potent forces on the planet. Just 1 microgram can kill a person.
By stashing the meat, little lady has unwittingly exposed her joeys to the ultimate danger.
It's about 4,000 to 1 shots all coming together at one time. So we might test this. If we find the toxin in here, then that's our answer.
Yep. There is no quick fix for botulism. All Liz and Callie can do is support the devils with fluids and hope they're strong enough to fight off the toxin.
I can see this has already taken a huge emotional toll on Liz and Kelly, but in many ways the fight's only just begun.
Oh, baby girl. Okay. You're okay. You're okay. I know. This is really bizarre. Bella picked up a pufferfish 8 hours ago. She should be dead right now. There's no treatment for pufferfish toxicity. There's no antidote at all. So Bella needs to be treated with a drip and pain relief and sedation. And then we need to watch her really closely to make sure she doesn't need to go on a ventilator. Just have a sleep again. Sorry to disturb you, sweetie.
It's a rare case and Lisa is searching for answers.
What we do know about the toxin in pufferfish is that it's one of the most deadly toxins in the world. It's the same sort of toxin that's in blue-ringed octopuses. It's called tetrodotoxin. So what it basically does is it shuts the nerves down all over the body. I must admit I haven't actually ever seen anything quite like this.
Bella's owner Greg is struggling to cope with the news.
Worst case scenario with pufferfish toxicity is that it can affect their heart, so it can make the heart basically stop. Usually if they're going to improve, whether they're on a ventilator or not, they will take, say, 24 to 36 hours to get better.
She's still with us, so she's going well.
Greg's now calling his wife, Carolyn. Little Bella may be running out of time.
Just had a call about a Newfoundland, 82 kilo Newfoundland, that it's eaten an ice block, but not just an ice block, the whole thing, including the stick. he's a real personality, and this is something he'd do.
Kylie has been bringing ice cream addict Rowdy to the clinic since he was a puppy.
Hey, big guy, you've done it this time, yeah. So how long ago did he eat it?
Probably about an hour ago now.
Okay.
And he basically gulped the whole ice block as well as the paddle pop stick in one go.
All one go?
Yeah.
The critical thing is whether it's still whole or whether it's broken. Sure, it's going to be in smaller pieces, but at the same time, it's going to have sharp edges. So I can't really leave that just to go through his intestines, because if it does, it'll shred them. Not that I'm doubting your intelligence, Rowdy, but he obviously doesn't know what he's just done.
Yeah, no, it's happy days for him. He loves ice cream.
If that's the paddle pop stick and it's got to get out of the stomach, the stomach's got an opening like this.
Yeah, right.
We need it to come out like that.
Yeah, okay.
If it comes out like that,
it's not going to come out.
It doesn't come out. Okay, so I'm just injecting that now.
Vet student Ali holds the massive Rowdy as Chris injects him with apomorphine.
What it does, it acts on his whole body basically to make him feel nauseous, and he'll then vomit pretty quickly. So he's going to start salivating, just looking a little bit uncomfortable.
You can tell he feels sick, poor little fella.
Oh, it's such an awful feeling, don't you feel for him?
Wow. It's deep.
Oh, sweetheart.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Greg's wife Carolyn has arrived at Sash to comfort the critically ill Bella.
Bella just turned 1 yesterday, so she's still a baby. And she's such a cheeky little creature. She's like, she's just cheeky, and she has a really cheeky little grin. It's amazing how little, hairy creatures can just touch your heart.
We don't know what's going to happen over the next few hours, so we'll just take it hour by hour, I think.
Oh, it's such an awful feeling, don't you feel for him?
Wow. It's deep.
We've all been there, Rounds. I think we all saw it.
Oh, Chris, I'm so sorry.
I think I wore a bit of it too.
I'm so sorry. Well done. Oh, puppy, well done. Sorry, Chris.
That's the best thing of all.
Yay, Rowdy. Good boy, mate. Sorry, Dr. Chris.
How do you get that down in one go?
He was pretty hungry for ice cream. So relieved to see that paddle pop stick come up. It's like, yay, and it came out without breaking.
You all right? Hell of a night on the tiles, huh?
He seems fine, although he looks still a bit sort of down in the dumps now, but yeah, I'm very relieved. Up you get, mate, come on. Good boy. Very good. Just not too far forward.
That's awesome.
Thanks, Dr. Chris. Thank you.
Take care.
I will, thanks.
See ya.
Who's the sleepy one? Can we see if you can stand these? Okay. All right. You don't have to do that. She's still not good. She still hasn't got control of her legs, and her head's sort of swaying around, and she's groaning. She still doesn't want to be touched, so the toxin is still in her system.
But when Lisa puts the shaky Bella on the floor, she's showing plenty of courage.
Come here. This is pretty amazing. I mean, Bella's still fragile, but she's standing and she's even walking. Yes, she's wobbly, but she's walking. She's getting there. She's sort of just learning to use her legs again. She's still a bit wobbly.
Come on, puppy. Just gotta fight, get through it.
Australian reptile park keeper Liz has now brought the critically ill Lara and Lily back to her house for 24-hour care. It appears the Devils are suffering from the deadly condition botulism. There is one major complication. They're not her only live-in responsibilities. Liz is also hand-raising 2 other Tasmanian Devil joeys, Scratch and Smiggle. They now have to be quarantined from the sick sisters.
I've got to be super careful that I don't spread anything from the healthy devils to the sick devils, or vice versa. Oh, yummy.
Lily has shown some improvement and kept down a small amount of food, but Lara hasn't eaten for a week.
We're getting to the point where we're really desperate for them to get through it.
Okay, Lara, let's give you a little bit. Come on. Good girl. That's what we want to see.
At last, Lara takes her first mouthful.
It's so exciting to see them feed. You know, it's such a relief to finally see some progress. Hello?
Hey Liz, it's Chris here from the vet clinic.
Now, I do have some results back. They've come back as being positive for botulism.
This is, to be honest, the first botulism case I've ever seen.
They will have the signs of it for between 1 and 3 weeks.
3 weeks? That's such a long time.
Give them all the love and all the attention you can, and give yourself a bit as well. Just try and rest up where you can.
Okay, bye-bye.
So sweet, because Lara doesn't have the strength to clean herself, but Lily helps her. They're so precious, these two, and every devil. They're just really important, and all I want is for them to get better.
Oh my goodness, now I can pick you up and you don't quiver.
Several days after biting a poisonous pufferfish, Bella has made an extraordinary recovery.
Look at you. She's got her normal strength and she's bright and happy and running around, wagging her tail, and her mum and dad are going to be very excited to see her.
Carolyn and Bella's big sister Coco have arrived to take her home.
Look at there! Oh, kisses! Really, really lucky little dog, because following the textbooks, she should have been dead within an hour, not with us. So it's almost a miracle. It's fantastic.
Rowdy's bounced back after swallowing an ice cream stick.
Hope you don't mind sharing the shower with him.
No, he's fine.
But with the temperature soaring at Bondi Beach, the big fella's still pining for his favourite treat.
Come on, buddy. Let's go get you an ice cream, huh? It's too hot.
No, Kylie hasn't forgotten Rowdy's scary emergency.
I could not bear going through that drama ever again. It was kind of funny, but it was also so stressful. So now, although he's still allowed a treat occasionally, I make sure it's an ice cream without a stick in it, because he loves his ice cream. Good boy. Happy days.
So excited for you to see them.
Well, I've got to say, so am I.
Oh, the change is amazing.
You're the same too, right?
Yeah, well, you wouldn't think so.
This was Lara and Lily a month ago. The Tasmanian Devil joeys were so close to losing their battle with botulism.
Yeah, everyone worried, didn't you? It's probably the longest sleep I've ever seen, ever. They're all act all innocent now, hands in the air. You had us scared. If you could hope for a dramatic recovery in any animal, it'd have to be the Tassie Devil. It is such a beautiful ending to have, because even my most optimistic side probably didn't ever dare believe it would end like this.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kate, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to the Bondi Vet YouTube channel. Click on the screen for more great content. And for free, exclusive, never seen before Bondi Vet stories, you can sign up to bondipet.com, and you can do so via the link in the description.